first, we should say that the law of communes emerges from the Chavista movement and is proposed by Chavez, and it's a law, so it has an extremely close relationship with the state. So it proposes how to organize, and it also, let's say, ties the state to economically supporting the communes. On the other hand, the Venezuelan state has many problems, and it would be incorrect to say that there are not tensions. There are actually many tensions. And with the crisis, I would say that the tensions have increased. So let's talk about a commune that I know well, which is a commune in 23 de Enero. And this commune in 23 de Enero basically begins, it proclaims itself a commune even before the law of communes exists. And this is, in this commune, basically, in the beginning, gets a lot of economic support from the state to, for instance, develop a factory where they make purses and backpacks and things like that. And they also get support to make a bakery and other initiatives that are important for them. But they begin to have tensions with the state early on, because the state puts the funding to make a packing factory in the territory of this commune, but the commune feels that there's no retribution of this factory to the community. So they actually expropriated this state-owned factory from the state. So we can see there that there is a relation of collaboration in some situations, and of tension, and we could say extreme tension, because expropriating the community, expropriating from the state, and we are talking here about the Chavista bloc, right? But the Chavista self-organized organization, the expression of popular power, expropriates this space that belongs to the state. So that's a way that we can see how it happens. Now, lately, I would say that the government, with the crisis, is not so committed to the project of the commune. So that means, and maybe we can bring this to another question. But the truth is that right now there is not much support for the communal project under the crisis, and that means that there are even more tensions. Some communes right now talk about total autonomy from the state. They seek total autonomy from the state. And they are in the Chavista project, but they are not with the logic of bureaucracy that has imposed itself in recent years. Basically, the state accepted it. It accepted it eventually, and it stayed with a capitalist, normal, traditional government would not have accepted it. So that's the truth. It was a moment of tension, no doubt. But the government accepted it. And this is not the only situation, by the way, in which a commune, these expressions of popular power, has expropriated property from the state. Actually, in the Comunal Maizal, which is a by now famous commune, rural commune in Lara State, about a year ago, they expropriated Porcinos del Alba, which is a pig factory, basically. The community in an assembly decided that the infrastructure was not being well kept, and that the pigs were kind of like there wasn't the care of the animals that needed to be done, and they expropriated it from the state. But they also reached an agreement simultaneously with the state that they would turn in 70% of the production if the state gave them the food for feeding the animals. So there's these tensions, and then there's agreements too. There's a give and take, and then eventually there's a solution. For now, although there's spaces of tension between the state and communes information that have not been resolved. But maybe I just leave it up there. There are unresolved tensions in particular spaces of resistance and popular power.